Well, I'd like to welcome our loyal and dutiful fans at home to another wonderful episode of Candy Between Company, and I am very excited today for a very special guest, for a very special episode-themed day for St. Patrick's Day. We have the incredibly talented Penny O'Brien.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Glad to be here and be the representation of all Irish in LA on this special day.
Thank you. I saw you got the memo. You wore some green.
I did. I'd be known for wearing forest green though.
Yeah.
Well, the tie is, but the shirt is purely for the day that's in it.
I mean, I like it. And Penny, you're an incredible musician. Is that right? You're a singer, songwriter, also play a little guitar?
Singer, songwriter, yeah. Guitar and song come together as one. Incredible, I appreciate, but I'll let you do the talking on that.
Well, and Ogretta's the band name?
Ogretta's the band name.
So check it out at home. Now, on the subject of green, when I'm a sadly non-Irish American man, and so when I think of St. Paddy's Day, I think of green beer. But as an Irish person, what does St. Paddy's Day mean to you?
That's a good question. Definitely different to what I've experienced here. I think here is more kind of we all go out and drink and ravage the bars, but at home it was really more about parades, like small local town parades. Yeah, a hat or two.
Yeah.
Green hat or two would make an appearance. But it'd be more kind of the firefighters and the local barmaid walking down the street.
That's pretty nice. I think we do the St. Paddy's Day parade. We're good at commercializing and blowing things up over here.
Yeah, making a big float of it or whatever.
Yeah, making a big float of it here. But plenty of green beer, lots of ravishing the bar. Enjoyed it thoroughly during my college years.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Jaeger, etc.
Yeah, and you get green on your lips and everyone's green tongue. It was, a greened out affair. But what we're here to do is not just honor St. Paddy's Day and talk about it, but also talk about some candy.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your history with candy. Was candy in the home? Do the Irish love candy? What are we working with here?
Yeah. So the distinction that we were maybe previously talking about, candy wasn't a word we used. It was sweets and chocolate. And I feel like candy here is all of them together. So I think when you say candy, I generally would think of like gummies and chewy sort of fake things.
Love some chewy
fake things. Yeah. But chocolate was like a sort of a separate entity. So in my family, we were allowed to have like little chocolate bars, kind of. But they were definitely up in a cupboard out of reach in a sense, so you'd have to ask for it. But my neighbors actually had like a big pantry, like a walk-in door closet.
Good neighbors.
Yeah, I know. So I'd be sneaking on over there, catching some whatever I wanted, biscuits or chocolate or gummies and stuff like that. But it's definitely like a different, there's more like when you go to a newsagent or a deli or whatever, there'd be more chocolate bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there would be certain ones over there like fruit pastels and stuff like that you can't get over here. That would be sort of present in those spaces as well. But I was a hound. Like I think maybe because it was a little out of reach, I adored it, and it would be sort of.
We always want what we can't get.
You can't. If it's not available.
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah. Candy was playing hard to get with you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys had it here, but we would have like in the gas station store or whatever, the plastic, like the kind of bulk candy things.
Yeah.
They were always in gas station things, so that would be my time to. If they were like, is anyone
oh
used
man,
to
we don't have enough of that here. Makes me long to fill up in Ireland though.
Yeah. You just get the bag and they do it by weight.
Yeah, I just want to double click on something because you brought up something that is now, I had been talking with a previous guest about how there are a few places on earth where you can still always feel like a child.
Yeah.
And I found like swimming in a pool is one of them, maybe jumping on a trampoline, but walking into a fully stocked, particularly unhealthy pantry.
Yeah.
Is like,
oh, it's like I can remember the smell and the feeling of the freedom and knowing like my mom and dad were, across the gate and I was here in this freedom pantry.
yeah, freedom pantry. I love it. This is a country of freedom. I think I might create a freedom pantry, in the house. I think
just for everyone to feel welcome and safe.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, I love that. Well, so what we got here is,
all right.
This is our hungry little hippo.
Love him.
Working names so far are Frederica, Fred for short, or I believe there was a Fiorucci.
Ooh.
But like, maybe you could just give our little hungry hippo a good Irish name for today.
I mean, to stick in the F vein, I kind of feel Fanula.
Fanula?
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like a Fanula could be a
Fanula, like
sweet, full-bodied, happy woman.
Like sort of sassy, but warm-hearted.
Yeah.
Irish nanny.
Okay, I dig it. Should we see what Fanula has in store for us today?
Fanula, what you got inside?
So you gave me a prompt, which was ideally gluten-free. I will say that sent me on a search for gluten-free candy because not much candy's gluten-free. You then also, as I was rummaging through the candy store, going, nope, 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 you had mentioned that Twizzlers are a particular love of yours. And I did pack up a package of Twizzlers and see that they contain gluten.
They do.
So that gave me a little bit more flexibility.
No.
I went, well, she's gluten-free with, a little cheat here and there, which I think here in LA we all are. So let's pop her open here.
All right.
And I will.
Whoa.
So what we have here.
Glucose barley. Fat-free though.
It is fat-free. And our ingredients are sugar, glucose syrup, natural lemon flavor, and color E110. It is 100% Irish-owned company.
Okay.
Oatfield, sweet since 1927. So maybe just give me your first impressions over here.
All right. Oh, I thought when you said Oatfield, it might have like an apostrophe.
No apostrophe.
I mean, there's a little guy there.
A little, maybe, yeah.
It's a hint, it's a nod.
Before you tear it open,
yeah.
One of the things we do here at Candy Between Company, both to jump on an internet trend, but also for the audiophiles out there, is do a little candy ASMR. So maybe we could get quiet and you could look into your camera and just give that bag a little rustle or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got double wrappage happening.
And so what? That's nice.
That's very nice.
So what are your first impressions here?
I'm intrigued. I am seeing that it says handmade confectionery,
Fancy.
which is giving me old. Also that they're described as barley flavored boiled sweets, which is giving me ancient.
I will say, by far to date, the least appetizing and enticing name and really description of a candy.
I mean, not really saying yum yum, let me in, but
beautiful packaging nonetheless.
Yeah. It's sort of giving like old school, like Willy Wonka. Maybe like the grandparents in the bed.
Yeah.
When they're feeling a little poorly, it would be like, "Where's my glucose barley?" I really want to dig in though.
Yeah, crack it open, dig in.
A little intimidated by the illustration.
Yeah, like that's like coming at you hard.
Like a bit of a goose egg or something.
Yeah, it's like it's girthy.
I'm assuming the packaging is not the accurate sizing. Okay. Oh, wow.
You got a double wrap? Oh.
You're going in?
Yeah, for sure. All right. This is, they're pretty. It's,
I like the...
It's a nice golden hue, brown hue.
What is this reminding me of?
Mm.
All right.
Nice unwind.
Good unwind.
Golden package.
Foil, but not too harsh on the ears.
Just an orange, just a glucose boiled look.
Boiled. Okay.
So my first impression is it's a nice gentle flavor. I'm like, oh, that's what boiled barley tastes like. When you suck on it a little longer, you get a little orange almost out of it. There's a little citrus.
There's a zest in there for sure.
There's a zest. I mean, that's probably the lemon, that little add-on.
What did it say?
I'm not much of a hard candy guy because I normally chew right through. This, once you suck on it, gives you there's like a little stick,
There is a little stick. There's a kind of if I crunch, will there be softness inside? Did you do it?
Not too much softness.
Not a lot of softness. It's a hard candy.
It's a hard candy.
But there's a film around it.
Yeah, I think it's just that sugar. I mean, it's just very few ingredients. It's just like boiled down glucose.
Boiled. I still can't believe it's boiled.
Yeah. They were like, well, we're doing it for potatoes.
That's true. Might as well do it for sweets as well.
Might as well do it for sweets.
Oh, it's really in my teeth.
Yeah, it's going to be in our teeth probably for the rest of the episode.
This might be like a dentist on deck sort of candy.
Well, we are, I mean, we're currently looking for sponsorship. We have reached out to the American Dental Association. I'm creating more business for you, so whenever you want to return the favor, please reach out. I think one of the things that will help us, it's actually kind of hard for me to talk because I've got a big glob of it in the back
Truly,
there.
yeah.
What would St. Patty's Day be without a little my goodness, my Guinness?
My goodness, my Guinness.
So I think maybe try now also might be on your gluten cheat list.
We're cheating today.
Yeah. I mean, what type of Irish person would you be if you didn't enjoy some Guinness?
No,
we have a little with me? It might help wash it down? Okay. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we saved it.
Oh, we got it.
We saved it.
All the good stuff.
By the way, like, I'm probably not that one. This is not a proper pint glass. I apologize. We're working with what we have. Forgive me if I don't pour it perfectly. All the things.
I think you're doing a pretty fine job. Oh.
Thank you very much. We accept a little drippage.
A little drip.
You want to pour it slowly so you can get the nice.
Oh, you're doing the thing that creates the
nice little.
What would you call that?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're getting a nice.
Oh yeah. Get a close up on that.
Oh. This is
the desert, like the dunes coming down.
Yeah, the dunes are coming down. I mean, this is. I haven't had a Guinness in a hot minute. This is gonna be.
Pablo gets up for that.
Yeah, Pablo. So Pablo, you want a Guinness?
Oh, the second one, you've really mastered it now.
Well, you're the guest. I got to give you the mastered one.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. I didn't want the first one.
So what's the proper? Do we let it settle first, or do you just dive right in?
You are supposed to let it settle so you can get you can create the mustache for yourself.
Mustache.
Yeah. And then you have to do the old countryman lick, unfortunately.
I'm good with an old countryman lick. There is no more beautiful a beer than a proper Guinness, I think.
It's stunning. I think this is going to wash down the boiled barley pretty well.
Well, cheers.
Cheers
to a good St. Patty's Day and another and our first experience with glucose barley. Yeah. That's the sound right there. That's the sound of pure relief and enjoyment. We were talking earlier about what we had for breakfast, and let it be known that so far I've had 3 cups of coffee, a bunch of candy, and a Diet Coke.
Nice.
And now a Guinness. So, we're also looking for sponsorship from nutritionists.
Yeah.
Who can talk me straight.
The American Diabetic Foundation. It really is so good.
This is absolutely delicious.
This might become a cheat week, honestly. I'm going to need another one of these later.
We got a whole 8-pack back there. which is really, I think, a starter pack for Patrick's
For St.
Day.
Patrick's Day?
Now, I guess now is a good time for our one good fact,
Oh.
which, we like to leave our audience members with, if they got nothing else here today, at least one good fact.
Please.
This one I don't really want to. It's a bit wordy, and I don't want to get it exactly wrong. So I'm gonna read here. What do you know about St. Patrick and St. Patrick's origin in Ireland?
He drove the snakes out of Ireland.
That was going to be my follow-up good fact, because that is fact or lore.
Lore.
But there was the lore that he delivered a sermon on a hill that drove the serpents right off the Emerald Island. So that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure there really were any snakes there to begin with, but
No one's sure that there were snakes there to begin with. But it's a good story, right?
Yeah.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
You're right.
But what I learned is, though St. Patrick is one of Ireland's patron saint, Patrick was actually born in England, or there's a debate whether he was born in England or Scotland. And when the Romans left England, Scottish raiders would go and raid England, and Patrick was actually kidnapped by Scottish raiders and brought back to Ireland for about 6 or 10 years, and then escaped back to England, where he then became a Catholic missionary, and then went back to Ireland to be a missionary, to be like, hey, kidnapping's not cool. And here's what's cool. And so that's just like, who knew?
I mean, who knew?
Yeah.
I honestly thought he just maybe weeded a garden and they said he got rid of snakes, but just made the garden pretty or something. And then
No, the snakes would come later.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
maybe it was him like being like, hey, here's why you should believe this Christianity stuff. Look, you hated snakes, now they're gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Right?
Well, cheers, St. Patrick's.
Cheers, St. Patrick's. Now, on that Twizzler thing, because admittedly, Twizzlers, not my favorite of the licorice.
No way.
Yeah.
Red vines?
What?
Are you a red vines guy?
I'm a red vines guy.
They hurt the top of my mouth.
They hurt the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess I won't pull out the red vines.
I mean, I'll
we'll
try them.
We'll
yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Let's try them. You've obviously had red vines, so this won't be new. Does what's down there also pique your interest?
Oh, I'm not looking.
So we got red vines.
Oh, wow.
Now, to me, they don't hurt the top of my mouth.
Okay.
Well, not much of a shake there. But one of the things, why don't you go in there?
All right. You see what I'm talking about, though?
I do.
Sharper.
They are sharper. They are a little more rigid. Pablo, I'll put some Guinness in your bowl later. You can't drink out of the lady's glass. We'll do a little. I mean,
Display.
so one of the things, I think they taste less plasticky to me. For some reason, there's more of a.
I think they
maybe they taste no less plastically to me.
To me, they taste more plastic because there's more air in the interior, so it's straw-like more.
Well, you've highlighted on what I like most about them was in the movie theater, popping these in my soda and using them as a straw. And one of the reasons why I broke them out was, this is blasphemous. I know this is blasphemous, but I kind of want to try Guinness through a red vine.
I mean, they're not going to let me back in.
I was going to say, do you think I'll be let back in Ireland?
But challenge accepted.
I got it of an appropriate length for our shameful not pint glass.
Our stout glasses.
Or stout glass. Stout. Yeah. But, you know, it's early in the day, and this is a sensible amount. Shall we?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go for it.
Very exciting,
Yeah.
very fun, feels very naughty. Not the best way to drink a Guinness.
I wouldn't say it might be my favorite way,
Yeah.
but it's a new way.
It's a new way. I think one of the beautiful things about this head of foam is like that head of foam hitting your mouth first is really helps get the full flavor profile.
Although doing that and then doubling down,
I was gonna say now I get this little bit.
it's like when you do dunkers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it, honestly.
I'm not mad at it either.
Don't hold me on that.
Yeah,
But for now,
give it a try.
post-breakfast drink.
Yeah. Well, you'll find out if they're gonna let you back in pretty soon because you got a little tour coming up in Ireland, right?
I do. Yeah. I'm gonna bring this idea with me. I'll bring some red vines back because we don't have them there, and I'll ask the audience on at my shows if they want to try Guinness through a red vine.
Could cause a riot.
Yeah.
Hey, what do they say? Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Come to the shows. I'll have red vines and merch.
There we go. Red vines and merch.
Perfect.
Say no more. Now I just oh no, we got a little on this. Well, we're gonna have to get the chair clean now.
Oh no, that's a nice chair.
I'm sorry. It's one of the things I also want to mention. These chairs are done by a friend of mine, Darren Romanelli, Dr. Romanelli. Kudos on the chairs.
So
Everything
nice.
you do is the most stylish, coolest stuff I see. So good job there. Can't wait to have you on.
Not just good looking too. It's very comfortable.
Oh, it's plush. It's comfy. It's a pop of color.
Mm.
Look, I knew you were a Twizzler girl, and I knew I was coming at you with red vines.
Yeah.
And I could have assumed that if you're a Twizzler girl, you've tried red vines and you've still chosen Twizzler. So I like, you know, I'm sorry. This is like we've got friends in common, but this is the first time we're meeting. So I hate to be confrontational on it, but in prep for my confrontationality, I did want to leave you with
Oh, whoa!
an extra long bag of strawberry Twizzlers.
Wow, I'm honored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen something more American in my life.
Oh, upside down, an extra long. Yeah, I mean this is American. We do shit right over
We
here.
do it big.
All right. Well, you just feel. I mean, just get your
Wow.
hands on that.
Oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is longer than a CVS coupon over here.
There we go.
Oh wow, you left the price tag on and everything.
I want my guests to know that there is no there's no length, no financial length, or you know that we won't go to for them.
Wow, I appreciate it.
yeah.
I mean, this is romantic. One of the descriptors on this, I have to call this out. Hold on. So these amazing Twizzler twists aren't just extra long; they're incredibly long. Period. Amazingly long. Period. Terrifically long. Period. Insanely long. Period.
Come here. It's insanely long.
It's insanely long.
Well, thank you so much for being a guest here on Candy Between Company, holding it down
Yeah.
for Ireland and helping us spread the joy that is the day of St. Patrick.
Yeah. Make sure to, get to the front of the parade because that's how you know you've made it.
Yep. And for everyone in Ireland where it rains a whole lot, want you to be careful out there and remember, sugar melts in the rain. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was awesome. I say well, there's not that much left. So I'm not really paying attention.